Center for Capacity Building and Skill Development has been working very hard from the last 1.5 years to realize the vision of our Honorable Vice Chancellor that we develop certain skill programs which are competent enough, which are devised in a manner so that it can lead to the skill development and ultimately creating job facilities, ultimately developing young entrepreneurs in the UT of Jammu and Kashmir. We have had number of deliberations. Our Worthy Registrar has been very serious about it, that number of meetings have been held in recently also, that what kind of program we can create. Deliberations have been there on frequently. Let us devise a program which will lead to job, develop certain tangible skills, and University of Kashmir under the guidance of our Honorable Vice Chancellor is working very hard to develop an ecosystem of skill and the entrepreneurship in the University of Kashmir and the UT as a whole. What we have realized that most of the times we develop our curriculas, we invite experts from the other parts of the country, discuss in the 4 chambers and devise a curriculum and utilize it for our students. But I think now the society has changed. The higher education system is having more and more challenges. We have the induction of new education policy as well, where there is a specific role of the skill development and the skill development programs. And how we can develop these skill development programs, what is there in the market. It is in that context we have realized that we should invite the private partners as well, the young entrepreneurs who are working, who have established their own initiatives, how they have developed it, what are the challenges they have faced, and what they think are the skill gaps which are required. So accordingly, if at all, we have to design some program tomorrow. They are well aware of what is happening in the market. And it has been with that context we have realized, if you see, ma'am, the list of the participants, it has been from other universities. We have participants from the SCOST, we have participants from NIT, we have participants from SIDBI, we have participants from ITIs, we have participants from Industries and Commerce, we have participants from young entrepreneurs who have developed, we have participants from NIFT, we have participants from our own university, DLL and others, so that collectively we can have a brainstorming discussion and debate as to how we can devise better skill development programs. I remember previously also we have had a meeting, and wherein one of the participants did a very important question, and he said that, Alsab, do you know if I have to construct a houseboat, do we have the carpenters for those constructing their houseboats? Because perhaps people with those skills, they are not. There are many skills which were traditional in our society, and the human resource which was engaged with that is very limited. Perhaps it's also an important question to discuss and debate what are our traditional skills which we require to maintain, which we require to preserve, and design certain programs which can be more useful for our youth where there is a huge market.
I think together we can definitely make a change and we can definitely achieve something. Otherwise, University of Kashmir alone cannot achieve it. See, academically and to some extent, we may be able to achieve it. And all of as per National Education Policy 2020, this is what it says. It says, give skills to your children, make them, establish their own entrepreneurs. So that's why the government is also trying to do lots of things. And at the university level, just for the information of audience who's from outside, we have our new Gen center, and in new Gen center we have just now received around 5 crores from center government, and it's all this train the youth for entrepreneurship activities, for the entrepreneurship programs, and give them money to establish their own entrepreneur unit. So we are at it. Step by step we are trying to do it. Already funded around 7 incubation centers, and definitely, inshallah, we are going to have results. Then we have our own innovation incubation center, scientific activities jahan pe hoti hai, and we have already filed some patents, and patents have been granted. So now we already 5 or 6 of them have the industrial connect. So all these activities are going on. We have center of research, Siri it's called, where the high end research goes on, and even your skims use those services, your GMCs use those services, all medical health related institutes, they use those services. Then at the ground level, we have established center for skill development and capacity building. We also have in social work, they are doing some entrepreneur work. We have directorate of lifelong learning, where Nisar Saab was addressing ki we have to change naturally. There's a good number of around 30-40 number of courses, basic courses, which we give to the students 10th class जिनने पास किया हो, we give them those certificate courses, and believe me, they are all involved in their own work now. कुछ ना कुछ वो अपने लिए कमाते हैं. एक पूल हमारे पास है, औरतें हैं, लड़के हैं, लड़कियां हैं, एक पूल हमारे पास है, और उनके साथ हमें कोई कनेक्ट नहीं था. सिडबी has helped us financially. We have created initially one pool at Bandipora में, and we are upskilling those women again, and we are trying to create a unit over there. Already start किया है. अब हमको उनका industry connect कराना है कि उनको further how they can have their own income now. कहाँ कहाँ से हमने उनको connect करना है, and for that we need your help, we need your help कि उस group को हम connect कैसे करें. एक exercise हम ये कर रहे हैं. Then again, pertaining to handicrafts, we have established 7 centers. There are 10 women in each center. और ये women कौन सी थी? Again, with the help of Usha, organization, Usha Silai Center. These women were trained. बहुत औरतों को हमने ट्रेन किया, लेकिन ये जो 10-10 हमने इन सेंटर्स में किए हैं, they had potential, they had acumen to move forward, in this trade, in this particular skill. उनको फिर से अपस्किलिंग हम करें, एंड वी आर गिविंग देम इक्विपमेंट, एक्सेसरीज दे रहे, मॉडर्न दे रहे, स्विंग मशीन अगर कोई दे रहे, मॉडर्न स्विंग मशीन दे रहे हैं, और वो भी 7 डिफरेंट, हर एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट में एक होगा. वी आर ट्राइंग टू बेसिकली वी आर ट्राइंग टू अगेन अपस्किल देम, और वो फिर कैसे जोड़ेंगी अपने साथ बाकी लड़कियों को, बाकी वुमेन को. वी आर ट्राइंग टू डू दिस. तो यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ कश्मीर इज ट्राइंग टू डू 3 लेवल्स पे. एक तो टॉप लेवल है जहाँ मैंने बोला पेटेंट्स कर रहे हैं हम, या रिसर्च ओरिएंटेड है. फिर एक है मिड टाइप ऑफ क्राफ्ट्स, जो हैंडीक्राफ्ट्स का है, बाकी है जिनको हम अपस्किलिंग करें, एंड लोअर वन जो हम DLL के थ्रू बेसिक 3 महीने का कोई कोर्स करें, which is helping.
We have to work for the capacity building, but now then we need to implement this capacity building program for the skill development. So many things are in the pipeline, many things have been done, but I am, as the registrar, I must see it. I must say that we need to do a lot. We are not yet done. We need to do a lot so that the mission and vision of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, which is that we need to have the very important skilling courses, and we need to have the skill development, we need to have the entrepreneurship goes take off well from the University of Kashmir. Thank you very much.
This department has been gradually now uplifted. It is growing now, and it is now conducting training programs, and the school special focus has been the women empowerment, so that they will also, they are not, literacy level among women is very low, and so that they can be, their at least their earning chances will be enhanced. So then, so far as the NEP 2020 is concerned, the thrust area has been the multidisciplinary approach. Since independence, we have been providing traditional knowledge or traditional education academics. Thrust area was academics, but so far as now this new National Education Policy 2.0 is concerned, the thrust area is disciplinary approach to the education. This academics has been now, general education has now been combined with the skill development. So the participants here are especially from these training institutions and industries and skill development. So I hope that this meeting with industries, chief executive officers will prove very beneficial for the university, so that we can also send our deputy students for training purposes to these institutions. We are shouldering social responsibilities. I hope and request you that you will also help us in shouldering the social responsibility towards the student community at large, and also towards the youth who have not got any kind of education or employment.
During last 2 years, the Department of Employment J&K, we conducted job fairs at district level and 6 mega job fairs, 3 at Srinagar and 3 at Jammu. We had 207 companies who participated in the job fair. We had created a Google link, 10,000 students connected or registered with us on Google link. There were more than 7,000 vacancies which were given by the companies. And in advance, we publicized those with qualification, with emoluments, with place of job, where it is to be done, everything was done. But after, and participation was also there. It was very, very, very enthusiastic participation. But ultimately at evening, when we saw throughout these festivals, but particularly these mega job fairs, one of them was inaugurated by Chief Secretary Arun Kumar Mehta from Delhi. 2 in Jammu were attended by Honorable Advisor Sir, and one was attended by our Secretary Ma'am there. The result was that out hardly 100 to 200 students got select on spot placement order, and 400 to 500 got registered for second and third level counseling. That means though there were vacancies, though there were students, though there were people desirous of taking it, but result was that placements were very less. We just tried to explore these things, to see what are the reasons, basic reasons. The result is that we have been now come to a question to say that there is lack of the skill required in the market, skill demanded in the industrial sector, skill demanded in the institutions and other things. We have been conducting courses, imparting education. At the point of time, it was relevant, it was needed in the field, but at scenario has changed, the environment has changed, the requirement has changed. Now there has been total transition from the normal and routine education to IT based education, internet based education, artificial intelligence based education, and modern scientific and technological based education. Even if we see the traditional courses, I can cite just a simple example. आज से 10 साल पहले हमारा कारपेंटर आता था, दिन भर आरी से काट काट के 1 पीस 2 पीस 4 पीस 10 पीस काटता। आज के ज़माने में स्मॉल एक मशीन है, हैंड ड्रिवन मशीन है, विद इन 1 सेकंड और 2 सेकंड इतना बड़ा पीस काट जाता है। सो इसी तरह मैं 2-3 मिसालें यहाँ दे दूँगा। हमने जब बातें यही की, जब कोशिश कर रहे थे कि वजह क्या है, प्लेसमेंट्स क्यों नहीं हो रहे हैं, इंडस्ट्रियल एसोसिएशन सांबा के साथ मैंने बात की। वहाँ के जो प्रेसिडेंट साहब हैं उन्होंने बात की कि सर जो आप आज तक के ट्रेडिशनल कोर्स में लेटेड भी एक इलेक्ट्रिशियन है, जिस मशीन पर उसकी वाइंडिंग सिखा रहे थे, दोज आर ऑब्सोलीट नाउ, दोज नॉट वर्चुअली यूटिलाइज्ड इन द मार्केट नाउ, इन द इंडस्ट्रियल सेक्टर नाउ। अब आर्टिफिशियल रोबोट्स के ज़रिए तकरीबन 90% काम किया जाता है। सो फील्ड में जो स्किल्स दिए जाते हैं, दोज आर नॉट वर्चुअली रेलिवेंट, or in case relevant, not to the level which is actually required in the market. That means the requirement, the present scenario is that we will have to ponder, we will have to see, we will have to concentrate on the market relevant skills.